Welcome to another episode of Racing to Learn. We're a nonprofit that gets kids excited about math and science. We've got our Team Co-Rally on the bench today. Now, we've got some really exciting upgrades for you. First off is the 7075 chassis. Now, we are working on a Radix slash Python. The Dementor uses the same chassis. Basically, this is the short wheelbase chassis, so it has a shorter wheelbase. The distance between the front and rear axles is shorter than the longer wheelbase version, which is on the Chronos, the Jambo, etc. But pretty much the process that we'll be doing today is the same as the longer chassis version. It's just a shorter chassis. So the other upgrade parts we've got on the bench are the steering rack. So this is also a 7075 aluminum steering rack. Now you might be asking, well, what's 7075? That doesn't mean anything to me except four numbers. That actually tells you the alloy, the type of alloy being used. Now, there are different specifications for aluminum, like 6060, which I believe the stock parts may be made out of. Don't quote me on that, but the 7075 is just a tougher blend of alloy. So they are upgrade parts for the Team Co-Rally series, and this is the chassis brace as well. This is the version 2, also made out of 7075 aluminum, so you can see that laser etched on there. So we're doing these as reliability upgrades here. I was just noting here, yeah, whenever you see that -2 at the end there, it means that it's a version 2, so that's Team Co-Rally's naming convention here. And if you're curious about the part number for the chassis, here it is. All right, so we'll go ahead and unbox or unwrap this. So very, very nice design on here. Push your limits, laser etched in on there. But let's get this out of the bag here. Looks like we'll need some scissors, or just kind of rip it out of the package here. All right. Very nice here. You can see the insides of, just places on the chassis where it's been milled out for lightness. Also, this is milled out in the front and the back, these areas to clear the differential. A very high quality piece here that is going to be quite cool. I'm not sure what there's a big piece of cardboard in this package. Is there some sort of chassis protector? No, it's just a piece of cardboard. I don't think this is a sticker of any sort. That would have been a nice touch. Might as well, if you're going to include this piece in here as a part of the packaging, might as well make it a chassis protector or something. So unless I'm mistaken, this is just a piece of cardboard. Anywho, the steering rack here, let's take a look at this piece. We'll just go ahead and unbox or unbag all these pieces. Now, that's a nice touch. Very similar in terms of the quality of the machining here. Very nice. This isn't a stamped part. This is definitely machined. So stamping, for those of you that aren't familiar, that would be a piece like this. The stock front shock tower is not CNC milled, meaning it's not out of a solid chunk. Well, it is out of a solid chunk of aluminum, but they basically press it out. They stamp it out. So you will get a nicer finish through the machining process, where it's actually being cut by a CNC mill out of a block of aluminum. And here is the rear brace. Really nice of Carrera to provide these upgrades available on the market here. So again, 70-75 tuning. That is a nice looking piece here. So we've got the vehicle partially disassembled already, and you can actually compare the stock piece with the 70-75 piece side by side here. I mean, you're not going to see much of a difference until you kind of flip it. You can see again how this, is it the same thickness? Yeah, it's the same thickness. It's got to be compatible with the screws and everything, but the stock piece is not milled out for lightness, as you may notice. So we're going to continue our disassembly so that we can leave that facing up here so you can take a look at it in case you're bored of watching me disassemble, or you could always fast forward or pick up the speed here. We've removed the rear bulkhead already, so that just comes out with 4 screws. The front bulkhead, we're pretty close here. I should probably grab the manual. My printouts of the manual at least, to see how everything attaches to the chassis. Always handy to have one of these printed out so it doesn't flop around while you're disassembling here. All right, so some of the easier pieces we'll take out the center section, the center differential. We'll attack that first, and the battery box and the servo box and all that sort of stuff. Get that middle section kind of taken out here so we can disconnect the motor. And we'll keep track of where we put those screws. Let's take the battery case. Actually, we'll take the motor, the center diff and motor mount assembly out first. Let's put them on the pit mat so that we remember which screws go where. There we go. With those 4 screws, the center diff comes out with a motor mount. We'll put it right here. Center dog bone also drops out. Is there a slight bend in this? Looks like there is. See, as I rotate it. We'll probably put this in a vise and make it flat again. So just clamp onto it or gradually bend it with some vice grips or whatnot. Yeah, there's a slight angle in there. You'll notice as I spin it. All right, the servo box and whatnot, and the mud guards we can do as well. So let's see here. Actually, a smart way to do this would be to, let's see here, flip it this way so the orientation is correct, and we can put some of these screws in the same arrangement that we're taking them out. I think that screw is a different size here, the last one. There we go. All right. And then we can, oh yeah, actually reminds me of another tuning that Razor RC had recommended. Is, yeah, we'll do that while we're swapping over to the new chassis, is this, the steering linkage, or linkages, the servo horn, you actually want to be, oh actually, yeah, we need to shorten this link here because the way that it's set up right now, the steering is not equal because of the throw of this arm and the angles of the steering. We actually want this to be at a perfect 90 degrees, which it is not to the servo horn. So that was just a suggestion there, a tuning suggestion. We'll continue this series. Let us know what you think in the comments. Smash that like button if we've earned it. The subscribe button helps us even more. Thanks again for watching, and we will catch you next time.